Don't have a date? All alone tonight? Kind of a geek? Don't resort to 976 lines that deliver a false promise of a fantasy world. Get a taste of the real world. Dial 900-555-HOLD.
Hi, my name's Tony.
Hi, Tony. This is Caroline. Ooh, Tony. That's short for Antonio, isn't it? Are you Italian? I love Italian men. They're so firm. Ooh, excuse me, Tony. Could you hold on just 1 minute? I have another call. Thanks.
900-555-HOLD. The number to call for a realistic conversation with the unattainable woman of the 80s.
Hi, Antonio. Are you still there? Good boy. I just got out of the shower and I am dripping wet, so I'd better get myself a towel. Hold, please.
(900-555-HOLD), the number to call to wake you up to the reality of dating. While on hold, you'll hear contemporary favorites like The Waiting, You've Really Got a Hold on Me, As Time Goes By, Waiting for a Girl Like You, Hold the Line, Minute by Minute, Hold On, I'm Coming, Sounds of Silence, Money for Nothing, and many more.
Hi, Antonio. Ooh, your voice is so deep. It just gets me hot. I'm just steaming up. I think I'd better open a window. Hold, please.
I mean, let's face it. Why would a woman like this want to have anything to do with you? That's 900-555-HOLD. $2 for the first minute, $35 for each additional minute, plus toll if any. Visa and MasterCard accepted. Prices subject to change. You must be 18 years old to dial. That's 900-555-HOLD. Call now.
That's 900-555-HOLD. If you have the time, I do as well.
It's USA's Camp Midnite, starring Dick Wilson. Tonight, join Dick and his guests. Host Jeff MacGregor from The Dating Game. Comedian Jeff Cesario. From Archie Bunker's Place, actress Danielle Brisebois. NBA star Kurt Rambis. Special effects expert John Buechler. And the music of Chucky Booker. And, as always, Scooter Peach as the band. And now, here's your host, Dick Wilson.
Good man. Let me play that for you. How the heck are you? Welcome to Camp Midnite here on the Warm and Fuzzy USA Network. It's so great to be working for a network that is the name of our country. And we're glad you're here with us. I got a great group, as you heard, lined up, ready to come in here, fighting to come in here and entertain for you. Let me introduce, please, my friend Scooter Peach and the band.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
I guess we're calling it yeah. What do we call it? We have a new name for your band. What is it?
The Van Nuys Sound Machine.
Yeah, that's pretty hip. Pretty hip, Scooter.
Great players, great players.
Scooter, it's our 23rd show, and folks, after 23 shows, Scooter finally last night griped to me for the first time that anytime I ask him a question, it's always a yes-no question, and he's not been able to really show us any of his intellect. So let me take care of that right now. Scooter, explain the Treaty of Trent, would you?
No.
All right, okay, there we go. That kind of shows that right there. Scooter Peach, thanks, Scooter. All right, come on over here a minute because I've got something rather serious to talk to you about a moment. Perhaps you have noticed, just by watching, the unprofessionability associated with Camp Midnite. Part of the problem is, with the whole deal, is that our crew is made up basically of rum hounds, barflies, and serious elbow benders. And we figured the best way to attack this problem and get these people back on the wagon is to bring it out in the open, and that's what I want to do tonight. Normally we have our popular feature, Things That Sound Dirty But Really Aren't, and tonight that has been brushed aside for the public service feature called Drinks That Sound Dirty and Enlarge Your Liver. So let me Let me get these up here right now. Very carefully with these. Okay. All right. Our first fruity drink is a favorite of our segment producers Tim Mayle and Warren Bell. And after a long day of punching out comedy in the office, you'll usually find these guys over at Tim's house enjoying a refreshing golden shower. There. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A golden what, Dick?
That's a golden shower there. You had a couple of those, all right? Our second fruity drink goes to our supervising producers, Joyce Davis and Jeff Cobb. Now, they usually like to go the more exotic route with the tropical drinks that are associated with vacation spots of some sort. Matter of fact, just the other day, we caught them having sex on the beach. Is that drink right there? Yes. Yeah, okay. And finally, our last drink that sounds dirty goes out as a special favorite for our show producer, and, well, he's not a producer. He wishes he was a producer, but actually he's the director, Brad Kreisberg. Brad, in keeping with this polite image, never leaves his girlfriend's house until he gives her a screaming orgasm. Yeah. So, there they are. Things that sound, drinks that sound dirty, but really aren't. Folks, if you do drink, don't drive. And if you do drink, you probably do enjoy our show. So thank you very much. Let me just get this out of the way here. Yeah, Scooter, let me just set these down here. Can I have a drum roll, please? Need a drum roll on this, Scooter. Here we go. Because what we have, for the first time ever, we have a restaurant bringing food back to Camp Midnite a second time for our audience here, huh? Our buddies over at Tommy Tang's. Tommy Tang's back again. Let's dial up Tommy Tang's and see if we can't order up something tasty tonight. Matter of fact, we'll just get on the bell here with Tommy and see if the lines are tied up. And see Thai and Thai food, kind of a word.
Tommy Tang.
Tommy, how are you? Dick Wilson over at Camp Midnite.
Hello, Dick. Haven't talked to you for so long. How are you?
It's been a while, Tommy. Remember when you brought some food over here, gosh, a few weeks ago?
Yeah?
You know, we love that stuff. Can you, like, do a reenactment of that again?
Of course. We'll whip something out real quick just for you.
What do you want to bring over tonight? What sounds good?
Well, this is Los Angeles. How about we have some Manhattan roll?
I would expect no less, all right? Does that sound good to everybody? All right.
All right.
We've got a lot of hungry campers over here, Tommy, so send it right on over.
All right, I'll send you the whole truck.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, see you.
There you go. Tommy Tang, ladies and gentlemen. The food is on its way. Because when you've got a show like this and you want to keep the audience, you know you got to feed them. A couple of weeks ago, we had, well, matter of fact, it was last week. Last week, we had a couple of Los Angeles artisans on with us, some painters. Dave O and Kara were painting some great T-shirts, and I love having this stuff going on backstage because it lends a bit of a class to this program. And tonight is no different. We have an arts and crafts guy standing by right now, matter of fact. His name is Ian Nordberg. Let's go backstage and see what he's working on, all right? Ian, good evening.
Thank you, Dick. It's great to be here tonight. Thank you.
Well, wonderful to have you here on Camp Midnite. Why don't you tell our viewers exactly what you'll be doing there, Ian?
Well, first of all, Dick, I prefer not to be called the arts and crafts guy. It's sort of kind of a thing where particularly I don't... well, let me just say that I'm sort of a tradesman as such, you understand. You see, I'm incorporated, and my name is Ian, you understand, here, and together they form the words E-incorporated, so you understand. It's E-incorporated, it's sort of a play on words.
Oh, thank you. I understand here. Exactly what skilled trade will you be executing for us tonight, Ian?
Well, actually, if you take a look right in here, what I've got is 3 different areas. And in these particular areas, I'll be creating masterworks of paper-mâché, which, of course, is a process whereby I use strips of rice paper combined with a very, very heavy glue substance.
Rice paper? I mean, you just don't grab the Sunday Times and throw a little starch and water on it and slap it on some chicken wire?
Occasionally, I'll use, you know, a newspaper, but that's most of the time a more complicated bit. What I'm going to do is, as I said, set up these 3 areas. In the first area, I'll be making a vase, and the next 2 areas will be a surprise for the audience.
Hey, well, okay, we're going to look forward. We'll check in with you out the show. So get to work, get your hands in it, and really surprise us with something, okay? Ian Nordberg, everybody, there he is, our artisan on the show tonight. Right before we go to commercials, I want to do just one quick thing. A lot of the loved ones have called in here wanting to know if you made it safely to our studio. So on the count of 3, just yell out your first name. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, we have them here. We'll be back in a moment on Camp Midnite with Jeff MacGregor. Busy back there putting that paper-mâché together. We'll check with him in a little while and see how things are coming on Camp Midnite. A great show lined up for you tonight. And our first verbal volley tonight features the guy who oversees the lusty wordplay on the new dating game. Plus, he's had 2 trucks repossessed, and he likes to fish. Mr. Hollywood? Let's find out. Jeff MacGregor, come on out here.
Nice to meet you. I'm very well, thank you.
Have a seat.
What a great coincidence that I just happened to cut my own hair last night. Scooter Peach, is that like part of a witness relocation program you're in? Just kidding. And you know, when I came to the studio, I didn't realize that not only would I appear on a television show, but I could eat a quick meal and satisfy all my wholesale plumbing needs at the same time.
Good, yeah. We try to take care of a full body. It's a full body program.
It is.
Jeff, thanks for coming. I know you're a busy guy doing the show and things.
Didn't have a thing up today, did
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so it was a night like that then, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. Just cut my own hair and then sat around seeing if that Rob Lowe tape was going to be on Current Affairs. I'd say Rob's pretty much in the running for that Fatty Arbuckle Personal Restraint Award.
Oh, God, I never thought of that. Yeah. The Fatty Arbuckle days.
Yes.
God, I heard that Jimmy Swaggart was at a Rob Lowe Film Festival recently, but there's no truth about that.
That's true, and if you think about Rob's films, and with titles like About Last Night and Illegally Yours really take on a whole new meaning, don't they?
You know, how long you been doing the new dating game show?
Back before it was new. It was 2 years. 2 years, the all-new dating game.
What are some of there have been a lot of people that have passed through the dating game as contestants. Are there any big stars that are big stars now that were on as dating stars?
Sure. Not
any
since
names
I've done the
come to
show.
mind?
Tom Selleck was on the show 3 times.
Yeah.
And lost.
Yeah. Did he really?
Burt Reynolds was on the show twice. Lost.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman was on. Lost. So yeah, we have a lot of, not since I've been on, have we passed like a digestive tract many celebrities.
Yeah.
But we do, you know,
we don't know. Maybe they will be. Who knows?
Well,
you know?
maybe.
Sure.
We do get a fair number of young people, though, not unlike many on your staff here. And I walk out and I say, so who are you? What do you do? And they go, yeah, Jeff, okay. Name's Tim, okay, and I'm a sophomore at a college. So that's pretty much what you're looking at.
And you still got 28 minutes to fill, right?
Yes, sirree, Bob, I do, and that's why I wear my hair like this.
What's some of the more, let's say, stupider-like questions you've had to have these people ask each other? Anything come to mind?
Okay, well, yeah, there's one of my personal favorites, which is, yo, bachelorette number 1. If I was a hot fudge sundae and you were a spoon, what would we do on our first date? Yeah, she ran screaming from the studio. So you get questions like that occasionally.
After a tough day on the set there, what do you like to do? What do you like to break away and get away and do?
I pretty much like to sit in my shorts and flex that remote control muscle and watch you, Dick. Yeah.
Good man, good man.
I had a girlfriend, but then I just got cable, and my life's really a much better place to be.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Really.
So her going to sleep is not a problem then, right? Yeah.
Well, it was when we were together, but, you know, I was never there to see it. Bing, bang, bong. He's not bitter, is he? No, ladies and gentlemen.
They're sending some kind of signal to me. Do you know anything about this sign down here?
Oh,
what does
well, you
this
know,
mean?
Dick, I've heard, and Hollywood is a place really rampant with rumors and gossip. And I've heard a sad rumor that, that USA may be putting the thumb screws to Camp Midnite in the next couple months. Ooh, the villagers are carrying torches into the studio. But what I thought we should do, in deference to the fact that America is all a Twitter at home, is find out more about you, because, Nick, you've been on this show for 23 weeks, and no one knows diddly about you, buddy. So if I can get the audience's approval, what I'd like to do is switch places with you, and I'd like to turn the tables and ask you some questions.
I'd love to come over there and sit.
Well, it's uncomfortable as all heck, Dick, so why don't you come on over here and sit? Dick Wilson, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Dick Wilson. Okay.
Okay, he's not just a sweater anymore. All right, how does that feel?
Hey, this is kind of nice. It is rather uncomfortable, though. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I have some questions that I prepared along with my crack research staff, and I have something that'll make those folks at home who just tuned in a little more comfortable. They won't be quite so confused about who's hosting the show.
Oh, good. There it
Okay.
is. All right, now there won't be any mistake. Yeah.
Feeling pretty good about myself now. Well, your tax picture, Mr. Wilson, is like this. So now, I was watching the show one night, and I discovered that you're from Kansas City.
Yes.
Now, one of the things we want to know about you is that Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas?
Well, Kansas City, Missouri is the big town. Kansas is just there because they're trying to be big. So it's Missouri. Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri. And lived there all my life, grew up, do a radio show there in the morning. Weekday mornings.
And so you fly out to do this show?
I fly out every other weekend and do this show, check on the Grand Canyon, see if it's still there. And it's been real fun. People out here have treated me real nice. Yeah.
Well, it's too late to suck up to them now, Dick.
Yeah, I guess it is, yeah.
Do you enjoy barbecue sauce? Because Kansas City is world-renowned, of course, for
It's a big barbecue town. We've got probably 5 or 6 different kind of barbecue sauce, depending if you like it hot, really to burn down, or you like it nice and sweet. But it's a good barbecue town. We've even used it in lovemaking. That's kind of a dating game thing.
Most of the folks in St. Louis just go to the Arch. So, how did you get started in broadcasting?
Well, I got started. This wasn't my first idea to do this broadcasting thing. See, I had this great idea. I don't know if you're Catholic or not, but I want to tell the story anyway. You see, what happened is I felt like there could be a change. I could make some money off the religion. Instead of confessing your sins before a priest, why not confess them before a professional wrestler? I brought a clip.
Oh. I guess that's my cue. All right.
Yeah.
Brad, can we roll the clip? Boy, I'd kick my granny down the stairs to say that. Let's see it.
Jones, for I have sinned.
What do you do sin, my son?
I took an early withdrawal on a 6-month certificate of deposit.
For your sin, my son, I must give you 3 body slams.
Dick Wilson, ladies and gentlemen.
Painful.
Dick Wilson.
Yeah. It was painful. I don't know. How much time do they say we have, huh? Oh, 2 minutes?
2 minutes. Another idea whose time has not yet quite come.
Yeah.
You were the one who tried to franchise those Al's Hot Pillow Adult Love Ranch motels throughout the country, were you not? What, are you dating someone? You married?
See, that would be a no to the first question and yes to the second one. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm married to my first wife, and we're 15 years.
That's great. You have any kids?
Yeah, 2 kids, two girls. I got a daughter who's 5 and a daughter who's 10. And my older daughter was just elected student council president at her little grade school.
Congratulations.
I'm a family guy. Yeah.
And all I can say is that if Rob Lowe ever comes to KC to promote a film, lock them in the basement.
I'll know where they are, by golly. Yeah.
So what is your most vivid moment on this show, other than this one that we're having together now?
Well, gosh, I think that my most vivid moment was when Michael Pollard, is that his name? Yeah. Yeah.
Michael J. Pollard.
Yeah, he came out and sat kind of like this after I asked a question. He said, I thought Dick Clark hosted this show. And that was what the whole thing was. Yeah. Do you do a music? Are you a musical guy? Do you have any musical background? Because I know you've done some late night TV, and I've done some late night TV.
We've both done the
things.
same thing. We pretty much sit there and try and introduce them.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. I can't.
Can I show a little musical talent real quick? Would it be? Do we have time? See, I like asking you. Like you're in control here.
I like
you know?
this. No, Dick.
Yeah.
By all means, go ahead. And,
Scooter, how about some blues? Okay. All right. The hand phone. Ready?
Dick Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, Dick Wilson.
A little of that Kansas City jazz coming through there, yeah.
It's a party, it's a bar mitzvah, and he will be available for your son's birthday
That's right,
in just a few months. Who did you admire most?
You know who I like? I like everybody who does this kind of thing. I think Steve Allen's really good. He was really good at that. I like... who else do I like? Steve Martin. I guess anybody. The Steves. I would be into the Steves, I guess.
You like Steves?
Come to think of it.
Well, how nice for you, Dick. Now, what do you envision yourself going into after this, other than, of course, the wrestling?
Well, you mean after bombing the USA Network?
After,
okay.
Yeah. After the felony warrants expire, what do you think you'll be doing?
Well, Dave Hirsch just took over American Bandstand, one of our singers for Dick Clark. I hope to take over the rest of Dick's stuff. Think he'd let me do that?
I don't know. I don't know where you get $275 million in cash.
Yeah, really.
Or if you could talk him out of taking it out from under the mattress. So are you going to be able to go on vacation? At some point in the future, if just God forbid,
yeah,
this show does go off the air, will you have some time to rest and
I think we'll do that, yeah. It is a busy life doing a morning radio thing, but I hope to get away a little bit, and all of you people who did watch, I have your letters and your addresses, and I'll be stopping by your houses in different parts of the country.
Each and every one of your homes personally. Well, Dick, it's been a real pleasure having you on the show.
Well, Jeff, thank you.
Thanks so much for coming on. And I don't know if the dating game goes off. I heard there's some late night openings at the USA Network, so I'll be back.
Yeah, okay.
Dick won't. Right. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they used to call me Blind Melon Wilson. I used to hang out on the street with just a dog and make money for change. We have got an incredible thing going on in the backstage area. While the commercials are on, I ran back to see how Ian was doing. Ian Nordberg is our paper-mâché artisan who is hanging out backstage. He's an arts and crafts type of guy, and let's check in and see what he's made so far. Ian, check in with us, and how are things going back there?
Things are moving along quite smoothly here.
Is that...
as you can tell here, right in this particular, these are some of the items that I have in my studio in Topanga Canyon,
Ian,
you know. And yes.
Is that something on the side of your cheek there?
On the side of the cheek?
Yeah, lift up there, right around...
No, I don't...
is that...
I don't think
no,
so.
okay, I guess not. All right, good.
But in any case, as saying here, we have a catalogue, you know, that I call the Ian Corporalogue, which is, if you know my name, Ian, and then it's set for corporate, and then catalogue, so it's the Ian Corporalogue.
Ian, can we get off the log thing for just a minute, Ian? What exactly are you creating back there? What is it?
Oh, well, I don't like to spill the beans there before they're hatched, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But as it were, you'll see what it is soon enough when it's finished up.
Well, but that looks a little bit like okay. You're working on the vase there. That's,
yes.
Those are talented, creative hands you have. How did you get started in this whole thing, arts and crafts?
Oh well, I tell you again. I don't mean to be offensive, but arts and crafts is such a cheap term, you know. But actually, I started at a very young age, particularly when I got out of school, and about the age of 4, I dropped out, and then of course I saw a great class in decoupage taught by my woodshop teacher, Mr. McClue.
Well,
and then what happened was at about the age of 7, I opened up my first shop in Edinburgh, which is right
yeah. Well, Ian, I'm afraid we've got to get moving along here because we want you to keep working, but maybe I'll come back and look at the map with you later. That would be real fun.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So Ian Nordberg, folks, our artisan backstage doing the paper-mâché. Well, my next guest has been seen on The Tonight Show and Late Night with David Letterman. He's a regular over at the Hollywood Improv and truly one of my favorites. Let's bring him out. Funny guy, Jeff Cesario.
Thanks. Good to see you. My name is Jeff Cesario. I'm single. I'm heterosexual. I'm sticking it out. I think it's making a comeback. I really do. Just got a gut-level hunch. I do my own chores. Most single guys do. We're not particularly good at doing chores, but we are pretty time efficient. Most single guys will tell you the best time to clean the shower is while you're taking a shower. Standing there buck naked with a head full of shampoo and a squirt bottle of 409, would you? And never get a scrub brush out and scrub the stain. No, let the chemical do the work. Just more and more and more. If you ever starve for entertainment, go to a laundromat and watch guys try to do their wash. That's always good for a laugh. I'm sitting next to some guy. We both got a load of wash in for like 20 minutes. He gets up and goes, oh, detergent. Oh, jeez. He's putting that powder in right in the middle of the spin cycle. Yeah, it's good for the clothes. Get those powder burns on those jeans, maybe start a fad or something. Guys can have 13 loads of wash. You know, there's about 5 old people in the crowd right now who have no idea what I'm talking about. Guys can have 12 loads of wash. They'll jam them all into one dryer. It's unbelievable. They just pound clothes into a dryer. It's like the machine can barely turn. And guys can never figure it out. That's the best part. They come back, open that door up. Oh, man, what the hell, man? I've been here 6 hours. God, why don't they clean the filters on these things, huh? How many guys here iron? Anybody iron? No, see? Oh, yeah, you're lying. You're lying right through your teeth. I tried to learn how to iron. I bought an iron with the training wheels on it, and I bought that special board table thing. I took one look at that, one look at a shirt of mine, and I realized the shape of that shirt has nothing to do with the shape of that table. What's the table for? Ironing cloth surfboards? What the hell is that? I want to iron a shirt, it becomes a 40-minute geometry test. It's like, geez, I think I can get the sleeve if I square the hypotenuse. Yeah, let me... So I'm trying to shop for myself now. Clothes shopping? How about you guys? You guys clothes shop? No, obviously not. You have the ski t-shirts. No, you would because you're a woman. Women have a natural hormonal talent or something to shop. It's unbelievable. Guys, we have to learn, and we should take a woman with us because we have no idea what we're doing. We're woefully weak in certain areas of shopping. Color. You know, guys look at a lime green shirt and purple pants and go, well, that's pretty cool. That's when you need a woman there to slap you and just go, honey, you don't want to look like a beer truck, okay? We just are bad. And the problem is, though, when you take a woman shopping with you, is women can shop forever. They go on these 4 or 5 day sprees, no food, no water. It's unbelievable. And guys, we're good for about 20, 25 minutes. That's it. At that point, we hit a wall. We're out of gas. We got to have something to do with hardware. We got to see a hardware store. We got to buy a tool. We feel completely emasculated at this point. And for you guys, emasculated means you feel like you have... All right. I think they should have shape warnings on clothing items. That would be my contribution to the world of fashion. Anything made out of like a tight stretch fabric, spandex, something like that, they should have a shape warning tag on it, a picture of a pear inside a red circle with a line through it. If you're shaped like this, stay away from this, boy. Oh, that's like one of my best jokes, and you guys are just letting it flop around and die like a fish right in the center of the room right now. A small but judgmental crowd. Any bald guys here? No bald guys. Oh, I know a couple of guys. I think bald guys look great. I don't get the whole toupee, the whole head toupee routine with that. That's so bogus, man. Like a bald guy wearing a toupee is concerned about what we think about his head. I've never looked at a bald guy and thought to myself, what kind of a man lets his own hair fall out? I do my own grocery shopping, too. Pretty excited about that. Except I can never find the raisins in a grocery store. I don't know what the hell that's all about. You ever try to find the raisins at a supermarket? You go and you can walk right up to a clerk and completely panic them. Just say, excuse me, where are the raisins? They don't know where the raisins are. They have no idea. Just once I'd like the clerk to be honest. I'd like him to go, you know, I don't know where the raisins are. They're fruit, and yet they're never by the fruit. I'm as pissed off about that as you are. I'll sign a petition. I'll do whatever you want me to do. The only time I ever get the raisins if I'm lucky enough to pass by and someone's taken them out of their basket and put them somewhere where they don't belong, like by the toilet paper or something. They're like, oh, God, raisins. I finally got raisins. Guys have a habit in the supermarket where they throw something up with one hand and catch it with the other and then put it in their basket. That's an official purchase for a guy. Some sort of Willie Mays hormone kicks in. He's throwing it around. That's why when you hear something smash at the grocery store, it ain't a little kid. It's a bachelor who decided against something in midair. Just went, pickles. I don't need pickles. That's you guys. Been a blast. Thanks a lot.
Jeff Cesario. Come on over here, Jeff.
Okay.
Park it down there for a minute. Grab that microphone behind you there and clip it on. Yeah. See, we got to. It's kind of a do-your-own show here. We just click that microphone.
Like this.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's move it up.
Yeah. Where are you from, Jeff? Where you call home?
I'm from Kenosha, Wisconsin, home of the late, great American Motors, builders of the Pacer. Remember that car?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, I had a Pacer once. I was excited about that. It was like having a space car the first year.
Yeah. It's like having a space cadet car now, Dick.
Well, you schlep around the country a lot.
Around and around. I'm always traveling, Dick.
You know, when you're doing your act,
yeah,
are you nervous at all for you?
No, not generally. Not anymore. Usually, if you know when I get nervous is when there's somebody in the crowd that I know, like my folks or something. Then I get all... Because comedy's for, like, strangers. You know, like, I don't know any of these people. They don't know any of me. They don't want to know me. I don't want to know them. Yeah. This is the perfect setup for me. So, yeah, I travel. I love to. Well, you're flying back and forth all the time.
I shoot in and out and about. You know, I don't have a lot of time to do too much out here. We're going to go this weekend. We're going to go see a little baseball action and things.
No, are you a Kansas City Royals fan?
I'm a Royal fan when they're winning.
I'm a Cubs fan.
Are you? Yeah.
I love when people boo the Cubs like they need help slowing down that baseball juggernaut. Oh, yeah. Boo the Cubs. That'll slow them. They're pathetic. They're Bozo the Clown's baseball team. They just fall apart right in the middle of the season. Ground ball to the shortstop. Oh, through my legs. They finally got a chance to hire a manager last year. Who did they get? Don Zimmer, manager of the Cubs, a guy with a steel plate in his head. Oh, this is great. Visiting teams come into Wrigley Field, set up a CB in their dugout. Zimmer's over there. Steal.
Well, Jeff, we'll see you at the ball games then, huh?
Oh, man.
Look right back here. See on the wall?
Yeah.
See those cups back here?
Yeah.
It's the famous bite and sign a cup wall. Would you
Oh,
sign
all right,
your name,
sure.
Put your dental impression on in case we ever have to identify
Do I
you
have
in
to
the
bite it
future.
off?
Whatever
That's
you
what
feel
she
like.
said.
Whoa.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeff Cesario!
Sign
on
this
Camp
and bite it.
Midnite. Sign it and bite it there. All right, we'll be back in a minute with Danielle Brisebois. All right, Jeff. Working back there with the paper-mâché, Ian Nordberg, our paper-mâché man, working back that way. We'll check back with him in just a little bit. You know, in the past 2 or 3 weeks, it seems like we've had some pretty scary people on the show periodically. You know, people who would normally make your genial host here shriek for the safety of himself. You know, just imagine sitting across this desk from a person like a Lou Ferrigno, or a Lyle Alzado, or a Jesse... you know, Ventura, Jesse, Jesse the Body Ventura, sure, of course. But anyway, a pretty scary scene, could cause a nightmare for any host. But I've never been more afraid than I am about the next guest that's coming out. Because our next guest was a former professional wrestler, a talk show host, and she's with us tonight. Please welcome Sally Jesse the Body Rafael. Yeah, just clip that on.
I'm not used to being the guest. I'm usually the host.
Yeah, let me get it here. Let me help you with this.
Oh,
here.
no.
Okay.
Keep your hands to yourself, Wilson, because I know you're just trying to cop a cheap feel.
Sorry, Sally. Well, how's the show going?
Well, actually, things are going really well. We're #1 in most of the ratings markets. And I've been in this business long enough, as you have, Dick, to know that you shouldn't let that go to your head. And I'll tell you something. I'll take on Oprah Winfrey. I'll take on anyone. I'll take on Phil Donahue. I'll take on Geraldo in a time and a place, and I'll crush them.
Well... Wait a minute.
I'm embarrassed.
These are all successful people, too, though.
I'll take them in the ring, and I'll teach them the meaning of pain, Wilson. I'll tell you something. What I want is a steel cage free-for-all. The winner of which would go on to win the highly coveted 3 p.m. time slot, which I think Oprah Winfrey fills now. Am I wrong? So it'd be a coup.
Yeah, okay. Sally Jesse the Body. Why do you stay with that name, the wrestling name?
Oh, Dick, well, I'll tell you a story. About 3 years ago, I decided to go into the talk show hostess thing. And I met with a bunch of people in their 3-piece suits and such, and they didn't want anything to do with me. And it hurt me as a woman, but also as a person. And so I took one of them, and I put him in a 4-finger fast hold. Then I took the other one, slammed my face into the ground in my atomic skull slam.
Gee. They must have listened to you then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Golly. Man, you really rough it up on the show every now and then.
Well, every now and then I do crack some skulls, but actually only when I find myself offended by one of the guests. For example, once we had this little college professor on, and he was saying that women were physically inferior to men.
Ooh, I'll bet that was fodder for a fight.
Well, what I did is I put him in one of my old-time famous wrestling holds, the pincher.
The pincher? What?
Yeah. Which I can do the pincher on you now. What do you... Should I do the pincher on Mr. Dick Wilson's show? On his own show?
I don't think so. No, thank you. No, thank you.
You're so yellow, Wilson, I bet when cars drive past you, they slow down.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Just a minute. Just a minute. Look, why don't we do this? Here, take this microphone. Go out to our audience. Act like it's your show. Let's see how you do it. All right? Sally, Jesse, the Body, Rafael. Ladies and gentlemen, there she is.
It's not my show. It's Camp Midnite. It's the Dick Wilson Show. Hi. Okay. Let's see. All right. Well, I guess I'll take over. Today on the Sally, Jesse, the Body, Rafael show, we'll discuss sexual harassment in the workplace. Is it a criminal activity or is it just some harmless fun? Okay. Hi. You are very pretty, and I should probably talk to you. Have you ever worked in your life? Probably not. But you know, I'm not hostile towards attractive women anymore because I learned a lesson. I'm comfortable with myself. What's your name?
Tammy Field.
Tammy, huh?
Field.
Tammy Field. Now tell me, Tammy, that's a cute, bubbly name. What do you do?
I'm a secretary for Brown real estate firm in the Caneo Valley.
Okay, tell me something. Now, and we're among friends here. Have you ever been sexually harassed on the job?
A lot, yes.
What happened?
I loved it.
Honey! You are not good for this movement, I'll tell you something.
Yeah, just a minute.
Okay,
Sally, I'm sorry. Sally, I can't have you treat my audience this way, folks. Sally, Jesse, the Body, Rafael, let's hear it for her. Let me get her out while I've still got an audience here, okay?
That's it, Wilson. I'll tell you something. I know you 5 times over. I dig you into the ground. No. I don't care. I don't know which way is up. You'll be dead.
Oh, really? Sally, Jesse, the Body, Rafael. Oh, God. Gee, man. Woo. I tell you. Oh, let's calm down just a minute now. You know, when Norman Lear called my next guest, she had the tools and the talent to make it pay off. America got to know her as Archie Bunker's niece, Stephanie, on All in the Family. Now, a decade later, take a look at these tools. It's Danielle Brisebois. Danielle, come on out. How are you? I made myself say that. I'm sorry. I'll be putting your microphone on for the next hour now.
We know you just want to get a cheap feel there.
Oh, yes. Woo! Hey!
I saw your secret stash in the back. What's that for, Dick?
Well, we don't talk
He's
about
got a little
that.
secret stash back there.
Yeah, we don't really talk about that, Danielle. It's a little personal problem I have, but I hope to work it out in the next 2 or 3 years.
Really?
Yeah. What an incredible dress. It's just, it is just beautiful.
It can get better, you know.
Yeah, you know. And we have some good news. Danielle is moving out of her teens in a few weeks, right?
Did I say
Yeah. Is that okay to talk about? How old will you be in a few weeks?
Oh, 20.
Oh, 20 years old.
I was just back there and I was talking. I was saying I was going to stay the same age this year.
Well, you can stay 19 if you want to.
I decided. Only in LA do people think like this. But
What a great
true.
career and life and situation. You do so many wonderful different things. Let's just talk history for just a minute.
Okay.
How did you get discovered and how did, for the All My Family show?
For the All the Family
Yeah, All
show?
the Family show.
Well, I was doing Annie in New York. I was in the original cast when I was little.
Yeah.
And Carol Connor and Norman Lear all saw the show there. And when I came out to California, I was fortunate enough to get a meeting with Norman Lear. And he remembered me from the show, and I sang for him in his office. And he said one of the coolest things anybody could ever say to you. He said, Danielle, you've done so much for me right now. What can I do for you? And I was like, 9. I said, give me a job, you know? And no, anyways, to make a long story short, Carol saw me in the hallway and remembered me from Annie. And my character flashed across his head, and he wrote the part for me. So
What a great deal.
there I was.
Great opportunity. Great opportunity.
Thanks.
I'm going to ask a personal question. I just want how much did you make per episode back then?
I don't know. It's
Can
too
you give me a
young to
range?
even think about that.
You don't even think about
You
it.
gotta ask my mom. She would know that stuff.
It was a fun thing to do for you, though, wasn't it? You know something else I know you like to do? You're into music pretty heavy. aren't you? Tell me about your music. What are you doing?
Well, I'm writing right now, and I'm singing. I've also written some stuff for some artists for Japan that are on CBS over there. And I've been singing a lot. I have a record deal pending right now. So.
Yeah. Great, wonderful. Well,
you guys can see my videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got an idea for the video already, even though you maybe
which
haven't?
song?
Well, I don't know. You know, yeah.
It depends on the song, you know.
Yeah.
No, well, you know, videos are nowadays everybody kind of expects the funky stuff.
Are you tired of videos yet? You think we should just take all videos off the air?
No, definitely not. I love videos.
So what do you do? What kind of instruments do you play? What do you write on?
I play on keyboards, piano, and keyboards, synthesizers, and all that fun stuff. I play a teeny bit of guitar, but I mean, nothing more than I would play in my living room with my best friends around me.
Sure.
But
I understand that you also show up at the LA Forum every now and then.
I do.
What do you do there?
I sing a national anthem for the Lakers. Yes.
Yeah. What?
I also sung.
When are the Lakers going to win something, huh?
I know. God, those guys don't know how to play basketball. I've also done it for the fights a few times.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
Well,
remarkable. It's fun. It's
well,
fun.
I'm going to keep that in mind in case we should need that in the future sometime. You know, what do you do when you're not out talking to people about jobs and this kind of thing? What do you do to relax?
What do I do for fun?
Yeah.
Well, pretty much when you're into music, when you're a musician, your free time, you kind of like want to write. You kind of want to spend your time with your instrument, playing, doing something, creating. It's fun to create. Besides, though, I hang out with my friends, go to the movies, I dance, work out, all the regular.
What kind of workouts are you doing? Do you do weights? Or do you do aerobics?
No, I don't do any weights. I do like aerobics. And things like that.
Let me ask you one other quick question. If I let you sign and bite a cup, can I sign your chest? No, just kidding. Just kidding, of course. No, just kidding, of course. Just kidding, of course. Here, sign this. Put those lovely lips to it. Danielle Brisebois on Camp Midnite. Get those people away from the window back here. Somebody's standing behind the window. Well, I tell you, I want to check backstage now where our arts and crafts guy, our artisan, is doing his paper-mâché work, Ian Nordberg. Let's see how he's coming along here backstage. Ian, how's things going? My gosh, what a mess. Ian, you got stuff all over you back there.
Sure.
How's it going back there? What do you got so far?
Well, things are coming along really, really well. As you can see, I'm working on a bit of a surprise for everybody here and all the stations that I'm working on, and it's been a lot of fun back
You've got
here.
a piece of paper hanging on your chin. Just pull it off there. It's a little, just reach up and grab. Ow. Yeah, that's it. Ooh. Okay, what do you, it looks like you got the vase over there on the right, and
this is a surprise, and if you see over
like
here,
an animal of some
we're working
sort,
on a little
maybe.
something right here as well, so we'll have it ready for you soon.
Hey, why did you come to America? Why do you
Well, actually, I invented the beer can hat, and Anheuser-Busch, wanted to fly me out here so I could, help with the different tradesmen out here and work in the stadiums and whatnot to help out with that, you see.
I should have known. All right. Well, get back to work there. I see you roll your own back there also,
yes,
huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. There's Ian Nordberg, folks, still working. He'll have something to show us. We'll get a little later. Talking to trendy tradesmen from Topanga usually gets my tongue a-tickling for some tasty Thai tenders, and by golly, if the food isn't here, let's get to it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Would that be stage left, stage right? I don't know. I'm going to follow my nose. Let's go this way. And we've got a wonderful, wonderful bit of food here. Yeah, let's applaud for it. Come on, that's it. And I don't know what it is, but let's bring Tommy Tang out from Tommy Tang's. Tommy, come on out here. Oh, how are you, Tommy?
How are you?
Good to see you again. Tommy Tang back for the second time because we love it so much. What do we got here tonight, Tommy?
Well, this is a Thai toast with a shrimp and pork and all the combination, all 11 spice, and with a cucumber salad. Wonderful. And it's a Manhattan roll with Maine lobster with all the rice and everything. Since we're in Los Angeles, we might have a Manhattan roll instead of a California roll.
Yeah. Where's the Los Angeles location again?
It's on Melrose. 7473 Melrose, and this is the gift from Thailand. I just come back from Thailand.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What is this now? Do I?
See this?
Oh, that's one of those.
It's very comfortable for summertime, and you can go fishing with it.
Marvelous.
While you're fishing, so have the spice on it as well.
Oh, a little spice too. Tommy Tang, Mr. Stand Up here. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, good, because we've got the spoon tang here also. That's good. So we'll be ready to go. Tommy Tang, thank you very much. All right.
Enjoy.
Okay, Tommy Tang. Folks, stand by to come up and get some food. Right now, Basha is going to sing for... She's going to sing Promise. It's our network stipulation video right here on Camp Midnite. Come on up. Don't be shy. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. Well, you were here for the very first Camp Midnite show.
Yes,
Long
I was.
time ago.
Yes,
yeah.
and I've watched almost all of them, as a matter of fact, the whole series.
Great.
It's been excellent.
Finally came and had some food again with us. What do you think?
It's free, and it's excellent. Tommy Tang's is terrific.
All right.
I have actually 2 forks, one for each hand.
How about a spoon, Tang? All right, we'll get another one back out. I'm in Tommy Tang's pants. Have you noticed that?
They look very nice on you.
I got them on there. So we'll be back in a minute with more Camp Midnite. All right, come on back with us. I'll tell you what, let's check backstage with Ian Nordberg. I think he's got his paper-mâché products just about done and see how everything's going back this way. Ian, come on in to me here now, buddy. Oh, my gosh. Oh, look at that. The vase, that's beautiful.
It's terrific, isn't it? If you can take a look here, I've added all the finishing colors to it, and it's a terrific vase. And this, of course, is for you, particularly because you're the dick man. And if you come on over here right now...
I don't see how you can do that.
Finish up the project we made here. As you can see, we made ourselves a brand new VCR.
Oh, my God.
And it really works terrifically, you know, absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, though, the tracking has some problems in the rewind, too. But we've got this one for you as well, Dick. And, of course, last but not least, we've got here Topper the dog, and, of course, we made it.
Oh, that animal you were doing, yeah.
Paper-mâché right here.
Oh, my God!
Tried to, you know, he has some problems rolling over right now, but his heart is made out of the sports page.
Wow!
So, he's a terrific little
That's incredible. I mean, it's amazing how you can actually make live, living creatures out of paper-mâché. What's next? What's next for you, Ian?
Well, I'm going to be going to Washington, D.C. to help the administration rebuild the ozone layer, actually, so I'll be off soon about it. But thanks again for inviting me on the show there.
Ian Nordberg, ladies and gentlemen, an incredible God-gifted talent there. Thank you, Ian, and thank you, Mr. Dog. I wonder how much a dog sells for out of paper-mâché. That's remarkable. Well, if only Ian could build something like my next guest, not only would he be financially set, but he'd have something to look up to, way up. Matter of fact, I'd like for you to say hello to 6'8", 218-pound former L.A. Laker, now Charlotte Hornet, Kurt Rambis. Kurt Rambis. Wait a minute. I understand. Wait a minute. Of course, Kurt's a basketball player. He doesn't know that it's time to go to work until he hears the national anthem. Right? All right. And so we've invited back out Miss L.A. Forum, Danielle Brisebois, who does the national anthem there. Would you honor us with it?
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join Danielle in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckoning, the bombs bursting in it, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
All right. Danielle Brisebois. All right. Hey. Okay. Woo. And now Kurt Rambis. Kurt, come on out here. Yeah. Hey. Woo. All right. Good to see you, Kurt. There's a microphone right there. Just pull up for that. Boy, now you feel at home.
I feel like I should be going through layup lines or something.
Kurt, hey, thanks for coming on.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Just got back in town, as a matter of fact.
Well, you know, I know that the Hornet season didn't quite go as long as the season of your former team, right? The Lakers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
How are things in Charlotte?
absolutely beautiful. I had a great time this year. I'm very happy that I made the move.
Your first year there, right? The
Right.
opening year.
My first year there.
What's the Charlotte Hornet fans like? What are they like out there?
They're crazy. They thought they were in the middle of the playoffs all season long. They support us with unbelievable intensity. As a matter of fact, they pulled the players around the league, and they showed that it was toughest to play in Charlotte because of the fans.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. I heard something about they gave you a standing ovation on your first opening day loss by 40 points or something.
There's a funny story about it. We were playing in Cleveland, and we got blown out by 40 points.
Ouch.
And when the game was over, they stood up and gave us a standing ovation as we were exiting the court, which was usually, if the Lakers had got blown out by 40, we'd have been running out of there, ducking beer bottles as we were running off the court.
Well, look right at that camera and say hello to Charlotte right there. Just give them a little.
Hi, Charlotte.
There
How's everybody doing?
All right, good. Okay. Well, let me talk a minute about the Lakers. Why did you leave the Lakers?
More playing time, basically. I was tired of sitting on the bench. The only reason I play basketball in the NBA is because I enjoy playing. And I wasn't playing as much as I wanted to, so I wanted to go to another city where I thought I'd get a lot of playing time, and Charlotte fit the bill.
You know, how many years did you spend on the Lakers?
7.
There's so many statistics that pile up throughout the years. You know, do any of them stand out as special to you? Any certain games, events, statistics that you broke records?
I really am not concerned with individual stats. It's just the fact that we won 4 NBA championships and made it to and made it to the finals every year that I was there, except for one. And I think that's a heck of an accomplishment for the Los Angeles Lakers.
It's great. You know what? It must have been tough to leave. What was it like?
Well, it was a very tough decision. Going to some place where I didn't know what it was like moving to the East Coast. I grew up in Northern California, so I basically lived in California all my life, and moving to the East Coast was quite a bit of a shock with the weather change. But it was something that I had to do. I had 4 championship rings, so I was not really worried about getting another one of those, which is what the Lakers look like they're going to do again this year. Going someplace where I can get a little bit of playing time. I've only got a few years left in my career, and I didn't want to sit there on the bench.
Well, from everything I've read, it looked like it was a real good parting of the ways, and parted his friends and things. Even a soft drink company, didn't they put your picture on a can? Well, what was that?
Crush. I did some things for them. We got together on a basketball program that we initiated in the bad part of Los Angeles, and we donated some money through the sale of some cans of Crush, lemon lime Crush.
Had your picture right on the side there.
I was just saying goodbye to the fans for all the support that they gave me.
You must have felt bad every time you saw a flattened can somewhere. Yourself.
I was trying to run them over in the street myself.
What about now? Back to the Charlotte Hornets for a moment. Why don't you like the uniforms?
They were
what do you feel about the uniforms?
They were designed by Alexander Julian is probably the main reason. I'm not into designer clothes, as you can probably tell. And they weren't blue, they weren't green, they weren't blue, they were teal. I play the power forward position. I'm known for my rough play, and to tell somebody that I wear a teal uniform just didn't come out very well.
Yeah, really.
And, the pants are pleated as well in this uniform. That just doesn't fit me.
Well, Kurt, you're a family guy, wife at home. How many kids?
2 little boys.
Yeah. What do you all do to get together in the down times and the family times?
Actually, they're my pride and joy. I would rather spend time with my 2 sons and my wife than do anything. As far as I'm concerned, if they had me quit basketball today, if it would benefit them, I would do it. I'd just drop basketball. They're 2 little wild youngsters, and if we had them here, we'd flatten the place.
Well, best of luck to you in the future. You're an incredible talent, and you're going to put Charlotte on the map.
Hopefully.
We appreciate you coming in. Would you honor me by biting and signing a cup for me? Yeah. Huh? There you go. Let me just give it right there. Put the old Kurt Rambis on there.
I do this all the time, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Just bite that can. We'll sketch your picture on the other side of it, okay? Kurt Rambis, folks, on Camp Midnite. Yeah. We'll be back in a minute. My next guest is a man who builds nightmares for a living. He has worked for movies like the Friday the 13th series and Halloween and many, many more that we'll talk about. A lot of times his monsters make the movies, so please welcome actor, director, and creator John Buechler.
Hello, everybody.
Hi there, John. How are you?
Real good, thank you.
All right, guys. Well, welcome to Camp Midnite. You brought some friends with you. We better get right down to business and see what we've got here. Now, you have built all of these, right?
Yeah, these are my buddies.
Okay. Well, let's start. You want to start over on this side? Let's start down front here on this side, right down here.
This is a fairly recent addition. She is from the most recent Phantom of the Opera remake, starring Robert Englund of Freddy Krueger fame. Basically, she is found in a bowl of soup later in the movie.
Yeah. Now, what is that made out of?
This is made out of fiberglass, actually. And
how do you form that?
Basically, you start with a life mask of the actress. You put her face in alginate, and you cast directly out of the alginate, if you can, fiberglass. And
we did that at one of the Camp Midnite parties one time.
I do it myself a lot.
Yeah. What do you got next here? What's
this is Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 7. Picture I directed last year, and we also did the makeup effects for. As you recall, we unmasked Jason, and we showed his ugly visage.
There he was. Ooh, the time has certainly paid its toll on Jason, hasn't it?
Been at the bottom of a lake for a while, rotting.
Now, I remember this. What was this from now?
This is from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. This is the Freddy pizza, more or less.
The famous pizza. Let me open it up here.
It's basically a
we're going to go over here with this can. Let's show it right over this way a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, basically, this is soul food. All these little people represent heads of people that Freddy Krueger has consumed, and on the we made these all move. This is all like a radio control unit. Sort of
look at the back
all these little things.
So each little face moved on.
Yeah, they all screamed and said, "No, no, ah!"
Yeah. All right. Well, when we give somebody a hand, what do we got here?
Well, this is Michael Myers' hand from Halloween. There was a scene where I had to put a little extra punch in, too. Basically, you've seen the collapsing knife gag where you push it against somebody and it goes in. Look at this thumb. We pushed it against somebody's forehead and boink, it went right in there like that.
Ah, right into that, yeah. So it ended up something like this, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Splitting headache, basically.
Okay. Who is this?
This is Cellar Dweller. He's my buddy. This is from a movie I directed in Rome a couple of years ago. Big, bad, ugly guy. This is a self-contained mechanical. There's also a cable-controlled and a radio-controlled one, but this is self-contained, so when he opens and closes his mouth, you see his lips kind of snarl like that.
Well, that feels real, too. What's this made out of?
This is made out of foam latex. It's covered with yak hair, and it's painted with something we call Pax paint. It's a formula Dick Smith created.
Scooter's back is covered with yak hair. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not. But and of course,
I haven't actually.
This right here, I recognize this guy.
He's from the original Ghoulies. Wow. He got you in when he came out of the toilet. Remember? Actually, we're doing a sequel now called Ghoulies Go to College, and I'm directing that.
Oh, are you? Well, you're doing a lot of directing. When did you start doing the directing part of things?
In Troll, where I was first introduced to this fellow. This is my Troll. Originally played by the actor Phil Fondacaro. He's now mechanized. How you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome to my show.
How long does it take you to put together one of these things from start to finish?
It really varies. You never have enough time. Generally speaking, I like to have maybe 5 to 6 months to build a show, but it usually ends up to be 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I heard you have a record for building things fast and getting the job delivered fast. What's the most bizarre idea? Is there any bizarre idea you've ever had that you haven't been able to construct, or does everything that you can think of, can you make it happen that way?
Yeah, well, basically, I like to think if you can think of it, it can be built. And if you can't build everything, that's where the filmmaking process comes in. You shoot it in cuts and pieces, and ultimately on screen you see something that's that works very well. For example, the Nightmare on Elm Street film that the pizza appeared in, they had anticipated that it had to do like 3 or 4 or 5 different angles, which cheated the idea that this was in fact alive and there's little heads on it. I figured to make filming go a little bit quicker, we put all the RC units inside, and it was very easy.
It was a good effect. I remember that. You've been doing some acting also. You broken into the acting.
Yeah, well, I broke through the window. Yeah. Basically, there's a new film called The Sleeping Car, in which there is a character called the Mister. He's an old guy. Actually, you won't recognize me looking the way I look. Normally, I have a big fuzzy beard on. It's just now growing back. Had to shave it all off. I was under like 3 pounds of makeup. I played a 65-year-old guy with lots of wrinkles and white hair back to here, and it was very fun. Ultimately, my character dies and comes back and gets revenge on people.
So what do you like best? You're creating, you're directing, you're acting. What would you like to spend the most time at?
For me, it all sort of melds into one thing. It's all part of the storytelling process, whether you're creating a character that tells a story, or writing a story, or directing a story, or creating artifacts, or playing a character. It's all pretty much the same process.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What is the creation that you're most proud of? Is it here with us, or is it at home? I mean, what's the one that you say, yeah, I did that?
Well, I'm pretty pleased about a lot of things. I think the place where these guys really exist and have their most impact is on screen. I mean, they're interesting props right now, but through the filmmaking process, it really brings them alive. I'd have to say that turning Sonny Bono into a swamp in Troll was probably one of my favorite. Yeah, it was great. Right now, we're embarking on something new. We're doing a sequel to Reanimator, which is called Bride of Reanimator. Yeah. And we're doing something brand new and unique to Dr. Hill's head, but I don't really want to tell you what we're doing. Okay, we'll look forward to that. The name of your company that you is Magical Media Industries.
I've only got about 30 seconds, but let's say somebody's out there, they want to do this kind of thing. What do they do? How do they get started?
Sculpt a lot, learn from life drawing, life classes, go to a makeup academy, study everything you have, and start sending out resumes and photographs of your work, and you'll get work.
Yeah. Well, John, best of luck to you. Thanks for being on Camp Midnite. I'm going to just grab this. Right? Can I just pick this up by the hair? Is it okay?
Sure.
And let's just go out on this, okay? Yeah, we'll be back in a few moments at Camp Midnite, huh? Chucky Booker.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Come on over, Chucky. Come on over here. Chucky Booker. All right. Come on over here. All right, Chucky. You have written, produced, performed on this whole album. Whatever groups you've been working with.
I've worked with Vanessa Williams.
Yeah,
I've worked with a group named Troop.
Yeah.
And also a jazz saxophonist named Gerald Albright.
All right. Oh, what kind of background? Do you have a family of music? You come out of a family of music?
Yeah. I have a cousin. Her name is Karen White.
You know Karen? Yeah.
Hey, Karen.
You've got a special godfather, too.
Yeah. It's Barry White.
The Barry White?
The Barry White.
What's Barry told you, taught you? What's he...
Basically everything I know, just about. Yeah, as far as songwriting goes, he taught me basically everything that I know.
All right. Well, good luck on the new album,
Thank you.
And we'll look forward to hearing it all over the radio. Okay? Chucky
Thank you.
Booker on Camp Midnite. All right. Good job. Well, welcome back to Camp Midnite. Oh, I almost forgot the name for a moment. Camp Midnite on the USA Network. We want to thank our guest tonight. What a great night. Jeff MacGregor from The Dating Game. Jeff Cesario, funny guy. Danielle, Brisebois, thanks for singing the national anthem. Kurt Rambis, you're our pal. Go get him, Kurt. John Buechler, some great stuff. And Chucky Booker, thanks for singing. Caroline Schlitt, our regular, and Tony Forkish, our regular comedy people. Couldn't do it without you. Next week, Ernie Hudson, one of the Ghostbusters, will be here. Marty Pudge, Julie Newmar's going to be a great one. Guadalcanal Diary, you'll love them, too. And remember, next Friday night, let's see you at Camp Midnite, all right? Bye-bye, gang, everybody. Bye-bye.